Hey friend, welcome to this different kind of video. We are going to talk about emotional health today, and it's a little bit of a different video, but I'm excited to talk about it because it's something that is just rocking my world. And I know that by sharing it, it's going to help one of you or help 100 of you. I'm not sure. But it's talking about emotional health and the baggage we carry from childhood that we think is normal despite feeling less than, struggling with self-image, depression, doubt, neglect, just feeling like I'm always left out. These are my feelings. And confused a lot with my most important relationships, and just tired, exhausted and tired. So in September, I did a lot of Googling. First off, I want to tell you guys about, I just put together this sheet. It's a recovery roadmap that I created that goes over all the steps that I'm currently taking in the last 6 months to help me heal from trauma that was caused from my childhood that has not been dealt with. So now I'm with a therapist. I'm in very, very good hands. But honestly, I've been really frustrated because I went to the church and we went to Christian counseling. We actually went to a week-long marriage intensive counseling. And we basically were told to read your Bible and try harder. And that abuse doesn't fall under that category, emotional abuse. And it's things that you have to deal with, that you really have to unpack. So I made this roadmap. It talks about my favorite YouTube channels that I watch, books to read, and how to actually feel your emotions. At 39, I am feeling my emotions for the very first time. So that link will be down below to that recovery roadmap that I created for you. I'm not licensed. I'm not a coach professionally, just a mom of 3, but somebody that has dealt with personality disorders, newly discovered personality disorders for 39 years. So it's a lot. I'm growing and I'm healing every single day, and I'm so grateful to God for that. Because for the first time in my life, I feel relief. And so if you feel those symptoms that I just talked about, there is hope on the other side. And I hope this video, it's my prayer that it will bring you hope if you are dealing with these things. And, hard people are all around us in life. And I get that. That is just part of life. You cannot make somebody, be the way that you want them to be or to change. They have to want to do that for themselves. However, sometimes we're treated in unfavorable ways that we can't change. It happened, and now we have to heal to set ourselves free. We can't rely on the other person to some days apologize or someday stop treating you abusively. We're talking emotional abuse in this video. So if it's physical, it's different. I don't have experience with physical abuse, thank goodness. But emotion, pretty good on the emotional scale. So I learned what narcissism was, guys, and I realized there's a long history not only on my side of narcissism, personality traits, but also on my husband's side, and it's so strong that it is surfacing at 20 years in, 20 years being married. All of our childhood wounds and the things that we have been carrying for decades are now needing to be dealt with. And we didn't know that they needed to be dealt with prior to 6 months ago. They do. If your emotions don't matter to you right now, there's a pop quiz. Something's wrong. Something's very, very wrong, because your emotions matter. How you feel matter. How you show up for yourself and the world every single day, and your kids, it all matters, friend. And it's hard. So with my therapist, I'm meeting every week. I am meeting with a trauma, I don't know if I said that, a professional trained psychotherapist in trauma. So they help you unpack the wounds from your childhood that haven't been dealt with, and things. We start at birth, like we're going all the way back, and we're starting at birth, and we're working through every single step, trying to figure out my story. and so that I can come out on the other side completely healed and a totally different person, which is what I want so much. So, now terms, if you Google narcissism, it is everywhere. That's another reason why go download my recovery roadmap. Again, the link will be down below, because I have good people and good books for you to read that won't make you more angry. If it doesn't sit well in here, if you're not better after watching that video, reading that article, or reviewing that book, then it's not good. It's not helping you. You need to not watch those videos. And if some of you have dealt with this, because this actually, sadly, unfortunately, is common, narcissism is, let me know in the comments. I want to hear your feedback and books, just resources that have helped you that could help other people. So basically, narcissism in adulthood looks like children who were abandoned when they were kids, like in that 1 to 2 year age, where there was a lot of change. Maybe the kids at that age weren't able to bond with the parents or be corrected. They were just really neglected, maybe put in the corner just to deal with their stuff, and that was that. Well, little kids that age need parents to guide them, to teach them how to love, to have empathy and compassion for others. And if they don't learn that at a really young age, it surfaces as adults. And I'm sure you know a lot of people you can think of probably that they are controlling, they'll lash out, they'll lack complete empathy. They will play constant head games. You will always be confused. You'll never get a clear answer. You'll never really be thought of. Everything is to benefit them. These are signs and symptoms of kids who had some issues from their parents that were instilled in them at a very young age. So that's basically my version of narcissism. And now we are at an age where we have to deal with our parents' lack, which is hard. It's super hard, but if we don't stop it, it will be generational. I can, like I said, see generations on my side and see generations on my husband's side that haven't been dealt with. And I sure as heck don't want that for my family. So anyway, the whole point was just of this video, I wanted to bring to light a mental health thing that I'm going through, how I'm getting better, my steps to heal, just resource that I have to offer you. It's totally different than the content I have on this channel, but I really want to see if this is something that you want to hear. Do you want to come along on my journey? Do you want to hear more about it? Maybe we could form a community. I don't know. This community is pretty rad as it is, but maybe some of us need support because all we have are crazy people around us. It could be. So that's it, guys. That's it. A couple of books that changed me. Probably these two books changed me the most. So It's Not Supposed to Be This Way, Lisa TerKeurst. I don't want to get out of my camera. Amazing. This is a faith-based book, but it's dealing with disappointments in life and how to survive those disappointments in a God-honoring way and really just a you-honoring way. It's an amazing book. Maybe you read it. And then The Object of My Affection is in My Reflection. This explains personality disorders like narcissism and how it happens and what to do going forward. So if you Google it, it's a scary thing. It is a scary thing because it's something that these people are not going to change unless they want help. And it's hard when it's a parent or a spouse because you love them. You want to be close to them. You want all these things. But unless they're willing to, one, admit that they have some issues, which most typically are not, and two, seek professional therapy so that they can learn how to live a different life, it kind of is what it is. And it's one of those, I think I remember just reading online because I have these relationships around me that are super special, like good close relationships. But there's narcissism, and I just lost it reading all the online articles. That's why I made this recovery roadmap, because I wanted to offer you hope in a positive light, something that you can do for yourself. And I really don't know where to go from here. There's lots of things I want to talk about, a lot of things that are helping me, how to recognize if you were treated like this, and heck no, your childhood was not normal. If you did not grow up in a loving home, which how many of us didn't, where there was two parents, the same parents, tons of love, support, encouragement, admiration, all that healthy stuff. If that wasn't there, then you probably have some trauma that you're dealing with. And I don't want to self-diagnose you, but just do your research. And I'm happy to be on here. I'm happy to offer you hope and share my experience. If that's something that you would like, let me know in the comments down below. And so that we can change and heal this world, because we don't need to be carrying this junk. We just don't. So that's it, friend. I'm going to end this video so I can get it up to YouTube real quick. I want to see and hear your thoughts on this subject. Are you dealing with somebody hard? Are you questioning yourself? Are you thinking, I cannot have a relationship with my mother or my father anymore, it is not healthy, then I want to hear from you. So I don't know really where I want this to go. I just want it to be a place where we can have safe conversation and maybe open your eyes, because it was really hard how I learned just Googling. I was just typing in random symptoms and was able to put 2 and 2 together. And maybe that's the best way to learn. But for me, it was super, super hard to accept the truth. So anyway, I hope this video is helpful, guys. It's all over. I know it's all over. But that is my current walk with mental health. That is how I'm getting myself back, restoring my brain, finding passions in life that are worth it, and my business, and just being so grateful for my girls that I look at them. This is one of my favorite parts of this book, is it is positively affirming that these traits will not get passed on to my kids, because I feel like I've done a lot wrong, and I'm sure I have. But they know that they're loved by their mom. They know that they're cared for. They know she's going to drop anything for them. And I'm grateful for that relationship, because the weirdness and the psychobabble is not going to continue on from here on. So anyway, this is a topic: mental health, narcissism, personality disorders, childhood, trauma. We need to talk about those things, guys. Like in just like a normal atmosphere like this. Let's just have a conversation. So I did it. I filmed this video. This is a really hard one for me to film, and it took like 67 takes. Sometimes it's really hard to share the most intimate part of your life with YouTube and the world. However, I know good things will come from this, and maybe we'll be back to organizing stuff. Maybe we'll talk more about mental health. I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in this channel. Don't forget to download that recovery roadmap to help you if you feel like you can sympathize with some things that I have said. These are just books and resources that I'm using to help me, that have helped a lot. They're my favorites. And how to make your emotions matter again. They're so important, and you need to listen to them, and they do matter. So let's get ourselves healthy before we can contribute to other things. Amen. I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.